She's back by popular demand. Michele Adubato, CEO of the North Ward Center, one of our longtime underwriters and partners, and also the founder of the Center for Autism. Hey, my little sister, younger sister, Michele, who do we have with you?
This is the famous Buddy who's just passed out. He
Did I
just
bore?
literally passed out. I don't know, Stephen. It could have been you because he literally just passed out.
He's not the first family member that fell asleep on me. Hey, Michele, let's do this because I want to talk about a few different things. Tell everyone what the Center for Autism is and why it matters, and then we'll talk about Buddy because Buddy's very much connected.
Yeah, so the Center for Autism, I found it over 10 years ago in Newark. It's a program for adults with autism, and it's an overall program on what happens after 21, when, school is over. And a lot of times what happens there is what they call people fall off the cliff. There's no services, especially in Newark. So we provide those much needed services for adults with autism.
Let me ask you this, Michele. The center is a state-of-the-art facility. That matters. Someone say state-of-the-art. Okay, so it's modern. No, it's state-of-the-art, specifically designed for specific
absolutely.
reasons. Go ahead, talk about that.
We have a sensory room. We have wide open spaces. We have lights that make sense for people with autism. We're very autism sensory friendly. It is modern. It is new. We're actually adding a technology center to the Center for Autism, and, it is a state-of-the-art facility.
Creating a pathway to independence is, again, sounds like a slogan to some people, but you and your team live it every day. Talk about that.
Well, when you think about adults and what happens to people once they finish high school or even college, there is a pathway. Whether they take it or not is a different story. For adults with autism, that pathway many, many times is shaded by, uncertainty. What happens? Okay, school is a given, but adult programs are not. And so oftentimes unemployment is sky high for people with autism. It doesn't mean that they can't work. It means that many of them just cannot find employers that are willing to understand what someone with autism needs in terms of employment. So the employment rate for adults with autism is anywhere between 40 to 60, sometimes even 80%.
Buddy, let's reintroduce Buddy.
Yeah, so Buddy is sleeping, but
Buddy's sleeping, but don't wake Buddy up. Hold on a second. A therapy dog versus a service dog. What is Buddy and what's the difference?
Buddy's both. Buddy's a service dog and a therapy dog. So a service dog deals with primarily doing something for someone with a disability. So Buddy is a service dog for Sebastian.
Tell everyone who Sebastian is.
So Sebastian is my wonderful grandson. He's 8 years old. He happens to have autism. And actually, Sebastian is the reason why Buddy's here. Because we were doing everything in our power to figure out how to connect with Sebastian when we first found out, that Sebastian had autism, probably 1.5 years old, and I thought about therapy dogs, and I'm like, maybe this could help him. And, the realization of it just hasn't helped Sebastian, and Buddy has helped so many people. So it's opened up the doors. So Sebastian is the reason why I decided to do Buddy Treats.
Okay, let's talk about Buddy Treats. And because we'll be broadcast on many outlets, distributed on many outlets, traditional as well as digital streaming outlets. I don't think there's a problem with this because Buddy Treats, usually we don't show product. Oh, you gave me one of the first ones. I didn't throw it away. I still have it. Tell everyone what it is, because it is not a money-making deal. It is a social
This is a social enterprise. It's hope realized. That's what Buddy Treats.
Talk about it.
Is about. So I have always had in my mind the idea of how do you exact change. So it's wonderful to have programs. It's wonderful to have the Center for Autism. It's, opening up our second group permanent home for adults with autism.
Hope House 2.
Hope House 2 has opened.
Before you go any further, Michele, let me clarify. Folks, all not-for-profit organizations, I just want to be crystal clear, all nonprofits. Go ahead, Michele.
Yes, and Buddy Treats is under Reimaginability, which is a non-for-profit. It's a new nonprofit that I have, and 100% of the proceeds are going to the Center for Autism, along with a local dog shelter that helps dogs in need. So it's 100% profits to social service, and it also provides employment for adults with autism, because the people who are packaging it are adults with autism.
You know, I'm fascinated by this for a couple of reasons, but mostly because as not-for-profit leaders, which you are, I am, we are a not-for-profit media production company. We're affiliated with public broadcasting, and people don't need me to tell you the history of
Yeah.
public broadcasting right now. If you head up a nonprofit and you are not thinking about and actively engaged in finding new ways to bring in revenue to support your programs and affiliated programs, then you're not doing your job. Our dad, our late dad, Steve Sr., who founded the North Ward Center, Michele has brought it to where it is today and expanded. Obviously, our dad was not creating a center for autism. Michele has. How important is it that as a not-for-profit leader, you're constantly thinking about social enterprise activities?
It's the same. It's our tagline, made by people who think differently. In this world that we're living in right now, you need to think about how you become the group that can create profits for what you believe in. If you're waiting for government to provide the money and get upset because now you don't have a program because a grant is over, that's not being effective. And so that's really, so Buddy Treats is so much more than about a treat, although it's a wonderful treat and it's very healthy and we really worked hard on it. It's about what I said was hope realized, and taking I'm hoping what this does is to take nonprofits in a new era to say, we can go into business for ourselves. And we then can create that revenue that helps our nonprofit programs continue. Because as we can see, you cannot rely on just Medicaid. Everything is being cut. Does that mean that, programs are gone? And that's what's been happening. Not to the North Ward Center, not to the Center for Autism, and certainly by bringing Buddy Treats in, we believe that, and I think people feel good about it. So it's a way for people to say, not only can I give my dog this wonderful treat, I can provide, by doing that, I can give to these wonderful services.
Michele, in a couple of minutes we have left. Hope House, describe a Hope House. Hope House, and on January 15th, Hope House 2, we're taping this a little bit after that, it'll be seen later. What is Hope House and now Hope House 2? Go ahead.
I mean, Hope House and Hope House 2, I don't like to use the term group home because it's so much more than that. Hope House 1 was 4 young women, and Hope House 2 is 4 young men who now have permanent housing in the city of Newark in a wonderful neighborhood. This is their home. We have changed their stars. We have changed their families. And how this is, again, hope realized. You have to do something. Hope is a verb. So we have now provided 4 young men with a beautiful home. It's been the last couple of weeks. It's been very interesting. The parents have cried, like to say, listen, this is it. They're crying for joy. They're crying for, can't believe this is happening. And they never thought that this could happen for them. And not only is it happening for them, our 4 young men are thriving. So I'm very, very proud of that.
Speaking of proud, I know our mom who watches religiously.
She does?
She only... I'm not even going to talk to you about that. She likes how we get along on the air, but more importantly, the work that you're doing every day. She's not the only one proud of you. Our dad, who is no longer here, I have a sense he's somehow looking down and really proud as well. Michele Adubato, she's not my little sister. She's my younger sister doing important work. She's the CEO of the North Ward Center and the founder of the Center for Autism. Their websites have been up throughout the segment. Log on, find out more. Hey, Michele, good stuff. For my sister Michele, who heads up the North Ward Center and the founder of the Center for Autism, Buddy Treats, and our entire team. Thank you, Michele, for joining us. Well done.
Thank you.
Look, she's going to plug one more time.
That's right.
You got it. See you next time.
Treat the purpose.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato is a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by the Turrell Fund, a foundation serving children. The Adubato Center for Media Leadership. RWJ Barnabas Health. Learn more at rwjbh.org. Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Johnson & Johnson. Valley Bank. The Russell Berry Foundation. PSC&G. And by Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. Promotional support provided by CIANJ and Commerce Magazine. And by NJ Biz,